Hey guys, Olar here, and Legendary Julia's battle is, well, it's been out. I don't know when it's going to, it's probably going to out in 2 days. I'm probably going to be at QCon. Right, it's going to, anyone who's QCon is basically just a convention where I live, so it's just kind of a thing, and hope it's probably going to go out in the morning when I'm away for it, which is probably going to be a Sunday, because I have this time right. Which Friday, I have, I'll figure it out. But yeah, Legendary Julia's battle is quite the difficult thing. Reinforcements do in fact appear and will show off what she's like beforehand. So, as she that's what the way it looks like. So, the team I'm going with, I'll show a little first. So, all these have summoned up ahead of time, and 2 of them have technically been free. But one is guaranteed free, but the other one was a free off an anniversary. So, let's go with Sophis. You guys have seen her quite a few times for me recently. She tends to appear and does stuff because why not? All this is no skull inheritance. Although Hollywood has one, it does not change anything in relation. So obviously, supplying birds, neutralize effect against dragons, can counterattack, has children's dragons up. Ceres, that's pretty much a useful thing here. Attack speed solo, we'll be using that quite a few times. Wrath free also works. 10 pulse, it's her ring with here, coming inherited. Cooldown is max value, grants cooldown -1, and her refinement is and trigger steel is distance defense free. I don't know if 2 or 1 works, but I'm going to go off on a limb and say this. The Soba's alternate options, you could tactically go with any normal dragstone units. You can ditch out the damage and take it back. So I'm thinking if you have the tikis with the things, add in and just get them something like this encounter or something. Could be something to work with. Eliwood. So he's kind of just still the same. The only inheritance I did for it was noon time, but that's irrelevant. So other than Jundao, you kind of see me use this quite a few times. So if gives bonus doubler against attack plus 3 and grants an ally with a has attack bonus doubler. Bonus doubler is if an ally has a bonus this before the start of combat, that value is doubled basically. They just get the stats again. Death blow 4. Right. Deadly. Chill attack free. As usual. And Fish and Locator, which will of course work with Arctopus because Sophis is a dragon. As for the Sticker Seal, attack rest bond free is here, and I'll explain that kind of when we get to the point because there's a reason why it's here. As well as I can put up an alternative being in the Sticker Seals that's sturdy blow. Could be one. And of course, you can see mine is just HP up, defense down, so it's neutral, which is fine. Then we have Asura, which was one of the first sort of free units I got, which was from the Hide and Seek Summoning event from the 2-year anniversary. So here she is. She's not really going to do any fighting, so there's no point. So anything we're just going to use her Pro Wheels was a thing of granting the units the stats according to their highest amount. So, for example, it's attack of 6 and up. As you can kind of see, yeah, that's how we're using it. Bright Waves is useful for Sophis because we're going to primarily use that to get her an extra space moving forward. Blue Dual Flying is sort of useful, but not going to help us much. Acrobatic can be useful, it can be used or not. It's a give or take on it. Attack Tactics could be useful. It's useful for Camilla most of the time, but for the majority of the time, it's not going to be a thing. And Drive Attack 2, which I think is the core one here. I think Drive Attack 1... it depends here. Drive Attack 1 could be a thing, and I'll explain that kind of in the long run. Then we have Camilla, who can be acquired free as of this recording, and I don't know how long it'll be, on the Brave Hero free, and actually, I've been turned into a believer of her. Now, while she has a flaw in an attack, if you get a asset to it, she actually manages to up with Sophis, so she also inherits the bonus stats to go in with that. So anyway, her staff is really useful here, which I put her low I believe on the Brave Heroes, but she's turned to be useful. The foe cannot counterattack, and when she initiates combat, grants attack speed for during combat and inflicts gravity. She's basically got attack speed, attack res bond, gravity, and dazzling staff on a stick. It's probably the best way I can describe that. Restore Plus, it's a fair enough skill. It can be used if you want. Then we have attack speed plus 4. A reason why she's actually really usable in this situation. Raffle Staff, it comes right in. Attack Tactics is a hit or miss. Renewal is just here because I was running the Green Fan and she needed just have to kind of survive the onslaught. I mean, you can technically give her anything else. So anyway, let's get into this. It's Infernal, so let's go through that. I know it's been about 5 minutes explaining things and whatnot, but let's go for it. So the whole Hunaba, the traffic message, it feels familiar. So at the start things off, we're going to have Sophus move up here. Then we're going to have her use her bright waves now. So this, and put her just move her up here. This puts her in range of both, Sophus in range of both the Red Mage and the Bow Cavalier.
Orders
and we want to come along back here for a notable reason. It's gonna pop up the next turn, and then go ahead and end it here. That's all you need to do. Then the Red Mage is just going to attack, which isn't going to do much because it was going to have a central heal at this point, so making that Red Mage just basically nothing. Then the Bull Cavalier is going to give it a shot, and he's also going to do virtually nothing. Most of the enemies here, by the way, are physical, so it may be best to have a higher emphasis on physical defense, as opposed to having resistance. In fact, the only one who really uses resistance here would be Naga on one staff unit and a few green tomes, but everything else, and a few tome uses, but it's not that bad. So we're gonna have Sophus take out the X Fighter, passive, this thing.
Prepare yourself.
And then it's gonna take it out. So from here, this part of the turn is inconsequential. What you can do is you can use Asura up here to simplify Great Waves, because next turn what you're gonna do is you can use her Wings of her Acrobatics to move her back into the position to be seen over here. Or alternatively, you can just do it here, and that's it for fancy usage of a Acrobatics. And use bring Sophus down here. If she's damaged, you can use Camilla for the heal, but because she's at full health here, there's no real point. And now Ellie was just receiving the penalty, which is again irrelevant. So Green Mage is gonna fall. That's fine. That's actually kind of what we want. Then the Lance Fighter is gonna do some damage. That's fine. That reflex is okay.
Prepare yourself.
He's gonna live. Or not. Oh, I don't know. Before he always lived, but apparently not anymore. So from this point, this is where things get a little bit tricky. So you're gonna have,
I suppose.
You're gonna double tap here.
What now?
You're gonna actively have Sophus enter turn. Then you're gonna have Asura verify the Great Waves. I'll turn you could move her up, but I always find this a bit more easier. Then you can have Sophus move here. So she's going to be in the range of the Split Faith with the Cleaner. Problem is I think this is where this defense is really needed, because that's going to keep her alive.
Orders for me.
Then you can have Camilla just take out this Lance Dragon, and you're good. And honestly, that's just all you need to do this turn. So he's going to attack. Sophus is going to live.
It lives.
Actually, I think you can live a bit just by upping your defense, but it's always best you can see it. So here is where things go. So from here, have Camilla attack this Sword Knight. That is, it's not going to kill, but that's fine. I suppose actually the renewal is good here because it's keeping her health above the 25% margin, which is good for attack speed push. For the attack for push skill.
Orders.
Then you're gonna have Camilla down here and attack the Sword Knight. The reason you want to do it is because she will be well in its range of this Axe Cavalier, and that's not. And
if that's what you want.
She's going to fall. So putting her here is very much the optional thing. And then you're gonna have Sophus from here. She's 100% fine against this Axe Cavalier. She's going to take it and live, despite the debuffs. That's just a 2, and she'll be pretty much back to full health.
Atone at once.
So, well, it's just roughly a full health. So from this point, that's when you want Julie to move here for the first turn. And then for the next turn, you want her to move into this little spot here. And so it's kind of here. Kind of this little spot here.
Orders?
Well, go just
for
put
me?
Camilla. So basically what you want is you're going to have Camilla take out the Scream Cavalier by just attacking first. And then to dance her stance. Her buffs, she didn't get anything from us, but that's fine. She doesn't really need it.
I'm listening.
Then you go ahead and take out the Green Cavalier pretty quickly. And you're going to have Sophis and Ellie would move down. Because what's going to happen is Ellie's going to be in range of this Green Cavalier. And he can live, but it's going to be a bit of a nightmare trying to get back. And Sophis needs to move because she's going to be in the range of Naga, but Julia, sorry, and that virtuous Naga is going to pretty much finish her off.
Yes, I suppose.
My turn?
Put them in here, and then stay pretty much safe. So, Sophis going to live through this,
Prepare yourself.
which is quick. Yep. And this is kind of where the fight kind of ends up here. So this is where I kind of say it kind of dictates a certain situation.
Let's see now.
Because Sturdy Blow is kind of a thing that I used before I used attack press bond 3.
My turn?
So when you attack Julie, the reason is any buffs, any bonuses you were going to get, were going to be automatically not nullified because Lightning Dark, and her ability to inflict attack speed defense press -2 on the foe is also another thing. You take into account. This is actually particularly why we wanted Ellie to kind of
What's your plan?
be outside the buffer range and have things like attack, express bunch. He wants in combat buffs
My turn?
because then Julie can't do that. So if you have the steady blow 2, this actually jumps up to 32, which is more enough to survive. Which will still survive. So then you just go ahead and use Asura here,
Cheer up, okay?
and then you can just
Let's
go
see
ahead
now.
and attack for 35. So again, this is why I say the drive might be a rare one. We went in the right position. That was good. I should have since skipped that. Then Sophis just goes up and takes like the Lance Cavalier, and the only thing left is basically just this cleric, but that's going to be no problem. There's also why Camilla has to be careful. So it's going to attack. It's going to hurt. And just that, but that's okay. And Elliewood is pretty much set to land the final blow. So there's a few things I want to point out while we're kind of in this situation. You can have Camilla go ahead and deal the final blow, but her health will drop high enough, will drop down far enough that the cleric is going to pretty much finish it off.
Orders? For me?
Alternatively, using things like say
Choose your path.
halfway up
If
her
that's what you
res
want.
prior would be a helpful thing, but in a situation like that, there was no way you were going to do it. So that's just something to take into account if you're running a team like that. Be careful for Camilla's health because she can effectively die, and Julie's skill is not going to work
I'm
because
listening.
she kind of neutralizes
What's your
stuff.
plan?
So we're going to go ahead and find a wolf and Julius.
Durandal!
Again, noontime wasn't really needed. It's just there was just because I think I needed it for Sophis, but apparently I didn't. So that's kind of how that happened. Alright, but that's it. Not trying to bustle because I'm pretty sure this team is nowhere near that level. I'm pretty sure Phoenix Smash is going to have a free to play guide. That's going to include Veronica and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it all up here. If you guys had an alternative way you were going to do this, or if this helped you in any way, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!